Paul, well, thanks for coming down. Just to kick things off, obviously you're back at Muswell Park. Do you want to just share some of your memories of playing at Fulham and training here and being at the club?
Well, at the time, it was incredible. I think I was at West Brom at the time. I think we were second in the championship. I'd just been on the back of scoring a hat trick, I think, and all the news was about Fulham, Mohamed Al Fayed buying the football club and what he was going to do in 5 years, take it to the Premier League, and it was quite an exciting project that they had in place. They had Ray Wilkins as a manager, and the hiring of Kevin Keegan as kind of the director of football was it was big news around the place, and I think all footballers were talking about, wow, this team's really going to be going for it. And I got a phone call from West Brom, and they said we've just accepted a 1.1 million pound bid from a League One club, Fulham, and we've accepted it. So I think it's best that you go down to London and meet with Kevin and with Ray, and if you're happy with the terms, then we've accepted the fee. It was incredible. It looked really exciting, and I just couldn't turn it down. And from there on in, it was pure excitement. And with the running of Mohamed Al Fayed running the football club, he was bringing stars. We were meeting Hugh Grant. We had a great group of players. Chris Coleman, Rufus Brevitt, Barry Hales, Jeff Horsfield. We had a real good group and a tight-knit group, and because of it, we were successful. And I think it was 4 years to get to the Premier League, so it was quite exciting times.
Was Keegan a big pull for you to come down?
Absolutely. Being from Canada, I didn't really follow English football as much. My parents are both Italian, so Italian football was kind of the thing I grew up with. But the one player that I knew of was Kevin Keegan. In fact, I had a pair of Kevin Keegan 7s, the Patrick boots, so I was well aware of Kevin. And yeah, as a player, when you have someone of Kevin's stature that shows interest in you. I know he was interested in me when he was at Newcastle, and it didn't pan out, but the second opportunity came around, I really didn't want to miss it.
Cool. I was actually doing a Q&A with one of the cyclists that's going on the trip to Bournemouth, and one of my questions was about yourself and his favourite memory of you.
Right.
And he said he travelled up to Liverpool for a cup game, and it was pouring with rain, and it is his favourite memory still to this day. Apparently, he scored a great goal at Anfield.
It was my best goal of all time. It's
Of all
got to be
time?
said. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think it was Rupert Brevitt threw the ball into me, and I was a good 35, 40 yards out, right on the angle of the 18-yard box, and I've just turned and swiveled and bent it in the top corner. I think it was 1-0 at the time. Was it? It might have been the equalizer. Yeah, most of my goals were kind of in and around the area. I didn't score many from distance, and yeah, it was my best goal of all time. It was incredible.
Was it Cop End or not?
It was Cop End as well.
Perfect.
Yeah, Cop End.
So last time we met, you talked about sort of a homeless project you're working on. Do you want to tell us a bit more?
Yeah,
about
well, to be honest, I started volunteering at a homeless project in central London. As I lived there, you see a lot of homelessness, and it's quite disturbing. And I kind of stumbled across a pamphlet saying that this WLM, which is the West London Mission, it's a homeless drop-in centre. I noticed the little thing that they did a football club, so I thought that during the days I'm quite got a lot of time in the morning, so I thought I would inquire about it. So I telephoned them, contacted them, and said I'd like to offer my services to do the football. Which they were excited about, and I started to do, but now I'm involved in kind of all different aspects. I'm helping because we do a breakfast serving, and I help with sorting out of food and help with a bit of fundraising, and generally just go and having a chat with these people, and we trying to rehabilitate them in some instances, and in others just give them a bit of time and try to help them out and get them back on their feet again. In terms of the football side, it's whoever wants to join, we get there's 100 people a day that drop in, and we'll put signs up that we're going to do football on a Friday, and then whoever wants to come along, we provide all the kit, and we do a little bit of some football drills. We've had some really positive feedback from the people, from some of the clients that they just felt normal again, being able to play football once a week or twice a week, whatever it is. And it's helped them kind of get back into society and, a bit of confidence just a bit of normality. So it's hugely rewarding.
I believe you're going to split your fundraising on the cycle for both charities. So the
That's
foundation.
right, because it's very close to my heart, and the foundation at Fulham does a wonderful job. But having worked there now at WOLM for over a year now, I'd love to share the proceeds with them, because every little bit helps.
I actually did a recce yesterday down to Bournemouth, so it was I was in the car, 140 miles. Yeah, a lot easier in the car, not on the bike. So it's a good ride. It's going to be tough. How are you feeling for the ride?
I think it's going to be tricky. I've recently had knee surgery about 3 weeks ago, so I haven't even been on my bike for probably 2 years. But I did do a prostate cancer ride a couple of years back, which was roughly the same distance.
Is that to Amsterdam?
It was indeed, yeah. A lot of the Fulham lads were on the ride, which we had a good old time. So I'm pretty confident I'll be all right. It's going to be a bit of a slog, but it's all for a worthy cause.
Fantastic. In terms of there'll be moments, I imagine, on the cycle you have to dig deep and really push through. And has there been anything in your career where, like, any games you can think of where you really had to dig deep and, to find the best of your ability to perform on the pitch?
Absolutely. I think any professional in any sport will have instances in their career in games, probably on a daily basis. There's times that you really have to dig deep. It's a very competitive sport. You're a professional footballer. There's people wanting to take your position. You're playing against opposition who want to beat you. So you always have to dig deep. There's days in the morning you don't fancy training, and you've got to put in a shift. So listen, it's probably the best job in the world. I'm not trying to talk down, but it's tough. It's tough, and it's competitive. And if you want to be the best, if you want to be a professional footballer, you always have to dig deep. Otherwise, you just won't make it.
Absolutely. Well, Paul, we're delighted to have you on the ride, and really appreciate your support, and really looking forward to the Bournemouth trip. And best of luck with it.
Thank you very much. No, I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be good fun, and let's hope we raise a heck of a lot of money.